So I get that you all hung up on the sanctions thing, and I get that there's, you talk about perception, that it's not necessarily a violation, but they'll be perceived as such. So we have to worry about all of the Iranian perceptions, but we can just swallow all of what they're doing independently. So let me ask you this. Isn't it true that even the deal that you are striving towards is not to eliminate any Iranian breakout capability, but to constrain the time in which you'll get the notice of such breakout capability? Is that a fair statement, yes or no?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So we're not eliminating Iran's ability to break out. We're just getting alarm bells. And the question is, how long are we going to get those alarm bells for? Now, isn't it also true that the administration cannot lift sanctions, that it can only waive them under the present law? Yes or no?
That's largely correct.
So now, the Iranians are going to make a deal in which this president may waive sanctions, but the next president of the United States, whoever that may be, may decide, you know what, this is not in our interest because it's only going to give us a limited period of time, and they're going to go ahead and say, sorry, we're not waiving the sanctions anymore. And that, the Iranians are willing to make the hard decisions that they need to make, that they have been unwilling to make for 18 months, because I heard this movie's been played before, right? 20 years. Last June, we heard from the president, just give me time. That was 7 months ago, right? Now we're reliving it again. And so the bottom line is that we are going to do all of this and ultimately be in a position in which, if they don't make a deal, we're exactly where we are at, but with no immediate consequences to them. Their breakout time is shorter than the time it will take to create new sanctions. And now you're telling me, the chairman, based upon your responses, that you don't want us to even vote. The Iranians have made it very clear that their parliament has to vote on this issue. Why is it possible that Tehran will treat its parliament better than the administration in the greatest democracy in the world is willing to treat its Congress? It just boggles my imagination. So, Mr. Chairman, I look forward to looking at your legislation. I have suggested to you in our previous conversations some ways in which I think it might be made even stronger. And I appreciate this is one of our first hearings.